here I am being basically the personal assistant for 420 somethings who are not just ignoring me, they are
Mhm.
actively ignoring me.
Yeah, yeah.
What I couldn't have anticipated was this was actually the gift of indifference.
You're listening to Radio Free Mike. Hi, and welcome to Radio Free Mike, the podcast about freedom and its discontents. My name is Michael Scott Moore, and today we're talking to Annabelle Gurwitch, an actor and writer who was diagnosed in 2020 with stage 4 lung cancer. This came as a complete surprise to her, and her new book about the ordeal is called The End of My Life is Killing Me. It's a collection of personal essays dealing with the cliches of cancer patienthood, with juicing machines that did not help, Greek myths that did, and with her short career as a merch girl for a touring heavy metal band. Annabelle, welcome.
Hi, friend. It's so good to see you. One of the things I've tried to do in this, book promotion moment is make sure that my destinations are like with friends because friends don't let friends release books by themselves. Like you just
That's
need your
right.
community around you.
No, that's right. Friends don't let friends release books. Period. No, 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 no.
I know.
No,
That
not
was
true.
the first thing I thought when I was diagnosed in 2020 with stage 4 lung cancer was, well, at least I won't have to write another book.
Well, and you said that this was the book you weren't even sure you're going to survive to write. So
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Actually, there was something at a certain point that felt very freeing about the idea of realizing, well, I might not be here when the book comes out,
Right.
which was actually, it's not a bad thing to put in your mind as you're writing a book, just to let go of, I mean, when you've been publishing for a long time, it's a double-edged sword of like feeling like, well, I know what I'm doing, and also like I know what I'm doing. Why in God's name have I decided to publish again? and so this idea of sort of being really trying to free yourself from the expectations that lead to unhappiness. At the same time, if we don't have expectations or hopes that our writing will reach people, what are we doing it for?
Right.
It's really hard to walk that path, particularly in this market where um, their publishing is so oversaturated, and yet at the same time, as we know, it's really hard to get people's attention.
Yeah.
Go
Undercovered.
figure. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
Well, so you beginning at the beginning,
yeah.
you discovered that you had stage 4 lung cancer surprisingly.
Hmm.
In one chapter, you said that cancer gave you a 2 pack a day singing voice, but you did not have a 2 pack a day habit.
No,
In other words, you're not even a smoker. So what happened?
right. Uh, what happened to me is what's happening to everyone in the world.
Hmm.
We have increased what's been estimated to be the number two cause of lung cancer worldwide is climate change.
Climate
There is
change.
increased particulate matter in the air, which is, a significant difference even from what has always been an issue in terms of respiratory illness, which is air pollution, just traditional air pollution. The
Right.
distinction that's being made now between particulate matter in the air has to do with um, things like wildfires. When you
Right.
have wildfires that take down cities, that is putting really toxic chemicals into the air. There have been some recent studies now that have said Some of the toxic chemicals that were released into the air in the Palisades fires and the other fires in Los Angeles uh, appear to have reached areas they hadn't anticipated before. Really?
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Um, and this is just a really important issue in terms of what, when we think about healthcare policy, we cannot think about healthcare policy and environmental policies in two different conversations. They are
As
the
separate, yeah.
same
Hmm.
conversation. And this is why we see women who are younger than me, because the largest percentage of people being diagnosed in the United States, that's like 2/3 now, are young women under the age of 50.
Wow.
That's who are non-smokers.
And they're
That's
non-smokers too. Yeah.
the environmental damage
Yeah.
that is has
Well,
been happening.
how did it come about? How did you learn that you had cancer?
What does Christopher Hitchens say? Nobody knows they have cancer until someone tells them, because cancer is not like a broken arm, right? Where
Right.
something's wrong. Uh, in the book I write about this, and I published the book started as a New York Times piece, where I wrote about this, what they call an incidental noma, when you
Uh-huh.
accidentally find out that you have something. And this is very common with stage 4 lung cancer. Lung cancer is one of those pernicious diseases that you can be asymptomatic for until it just takes you down.
Right.
So I was asymptomatic. I just happened to go in for a COVID test in the spring of 2020 with my son to an urgent care.
Hmm.
I mentioned I had a little cough. I only mentioned it because I thought the doctor was cute. I thought he might have a thing for older women, and he was flirting with me when he said, "Get an X-ray." I agreed. Clearly, we can see the message here, which is, if we want people to get more screening, we have to have adorable doctors in every
Obviously.
urgent care. This is
Obviously. Yeah.
obviously a great
Yeah.
need that we should be working on
Male and
addressing.
female. Yeah.
Male, female, whatever,
Everybody.
whatever gender,
Everybody.
everybody. But so then, and this is where, this is why I write nonfiction. The car breaks down on the way home from the urgent care, where we've been told I'm fine. The x-ray, there's nothing wrong with it.
Hmm.
I call AAA. They're not answering. The phone rings. It's the doctor,
Hmm.
Dr. McDreamy from Eagle Rock Urgent Care.
Maybe asking
And
for a date.
well, when he says, "Do you want to take this call alone or in front of your son?" Because he knows I'm with my son. We were just there. I say to my son, "Still got it, Mom, still got it. I know what's coming." And then he says, "I read you the wrong x-ray." I mean,
Oh, God.
and
I'm sorry to interrupt, but this has been a free preview of this episode. And the whole thing is open to paid subscribers to Radio Free Mike. So if you'd like to hear the rest, please hit the link in your show notes or in the body of the email we've sent you and upgrade your subscription over at Substack. Then you'll be able to listen to the full episode on any platform. Thanks for listening.
Keep me out of country in the